And this is the Wyfold. That's the club Coxless Fours, and closest to us we have Walton Rowing Club, and further away on the left of the picture it's Agecroft. Off to a clean start, but always very tense with the steering here as Walton veering a little bit to the side. And if you're in that boat, you're thinking, well, the wooden booms are coming, let's get away from this.
This is always tough, day one, getting that steering plus the wind. And Walton, the qualified crew, have struggled a little bit. When they actually get past the island, it might calm down a bit for them. You don't want to be constantly adjusting all the time, which is what they've had to do. So they need to line up and then get into their rhythm.
So tough for the steersman in the Walton boat. It's Kieran Rushworth at bow who is steering. The Agecroft crew is also steered from bow by Alex Tullett. So the two to the right of our picture are the people who keep the control over the steering of the boat. And it looks like Walton have suffered a little bit from that steering off the start. The question is whether that will enable them to recover from that and have the confidence to be able to get into their rowing well. Agecroft will want to steal the advantage every possible stroke to just push ahead.
They will. They're a young crew, aren't they, this Walton crew? They've had a great sort of season racing. We've got, you know, J16 at 2 max. Kieran actually comes, the stroke man at bow, comes from a successful rowing family. They've all been rowing at Walton. His mum, his dad, his sister, won a lot of medals. So there's a lot of experience. There's a real club crew. They just need to calm it down a bit. J17 at stroke, you know, this is his moment now to calm things down, to kind of get it steady. Julius, he needs to help them to set the rhythm.
Yeah, it's a real story, this one, I think, of youth against experience. The very, very young Walton crew, a bit more experience here in the Agecroft crew. 23, 19, 28 years of age. Patrick Wright in the 3 seat. He came in, I think, as a substitute. The 3-man of the crew originally was injured, and so Patrick Wright, the men's captain, stepped in at 3, and he's obviously blended in pretty well to this crew. And now they're able to relax, and that makes all the difference, doesn't it? Looking beautiful from overhead in this Coxless 4.
It is. It's the top crew for Agecroft at Henley. So this is what they've been racing for, competing to be in this boat, pushing each other on. Agecroft, a club that is expanding all the time, has a great youth section. Outreach is increasing into the local area. They have masters rowing increasing. They had their first ever a win for the women's J18 gold at the British Offshore Champs in Wales at the weekend. So, you know, Agecroft, a club that's growing and thriving.
Great to see them succeeding so well as we move a little bit further down the course towards the finish line. And their Agecroft, as you say, strong crew. You can see the powerful 3-man there, Patrick Wright, the club captain. Interesting how you seat a boat like this. You know, which athlete you put in which seat in a crew, Kath, is often an art or a science. What's your view on how to sit a Coxless 4? Well,
you know, 3 is the critical link between that feisty stroke who sets the rhythm and just translating it back to bow pair. But, you know, sometimes you need to change it through a season, don't you? You need to make sure that everyone knows what it's like to be in each seat. You know, 4, I think that's particularly important. You have that sort of intimacy that actually everyone could be in every seat, and then you find that actually this is the way it clinks. It just clicks. But you can see the 3-man is critical there. The real link man, it's that sort of role that Tim Foster used to play in those legendary 4s of Steve Redgrave. Absolutely critical, both technique and power, and the personality to be confident under pressure as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. In a 4, you can feel each of the athletes, whereas in an 8 it's sort of just a large group of people you have to blend together. Looking now at the back of the Walton crew, we mentioned Kieran Rushworth, who's steering from the bow seat. He's managed to steer really well through the middle of the course, actually, after that slight swerve with the wind off the start. It takes a lot to steer so well down this course. So Kieran Rushworth, in front of him Max Danes, and then Richard Hawes and Julius Stardiker in the stroke seat from Walton. Plenty of Walton crews have raced here at Henley over the years, so they'll be adding their name to the board at Walton of all the competitors here at Henley Royal Regatta in our record year. First 6-day regatta, record number of entries, crews, 172 crews from across the world, outside the UK, but here Agecroft firmly from Britain, firmly in the lead in this heat of the Wyfold Challenge Cup.
Very dominant crew, really looking powerful, of course, comfortable here. You're conserving the energy now, thinking about the days to come. But really good effort from Walton, putting everything in there, coached by Neil West, hails from Cambridge, being involved with the Cambridge lightweight coaching there. He's watching online because he couldn't get time off work, and I hope he's proud of how his boys have gone today.
Yeah, hope you are enjoying this wherever or whenever you're watching us. Live from Henley today on the first day of the 2022 regatta as Walton crossed the line. And, well, that's Agecroft commanding performance all the way through. Agecroft beating Walton in this first round of the Wyfold Challenge Cup for Club Cox's Fours.